How do you talk about what happened with Drake? How? Is it possible? Oh, my son. Yo, what's good, bro? I didn't even know you was waiting out here.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get right into it, yo. This is like my office. Yeah.
Step into my office.
Let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? You can hear me?
Oh, my son got the mic. Yo, you sound great. You look
I sound
good.
beautiful.
You sound great.
You look beautiful.
You do.
I
You
sound
do.
beautiful.
You do. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, let's talk about Drake.
My hoodie's broken.
So we
on live.
Yeah, on live. You heard it here first.
Hoodie broke.
Hoodie broke. But yeah, like this is in my head, this is the spot where we create a safe space.
Yeah.
For you know,
Safe.
a safe space for us to talk about Drake.
We're gonna be talking about meats today.
Talk about what?
Meats.
The helipad.
Is that what you call? Is that what you meant when you said that?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I thought we was really gonna talk about his helicopter.
I
son bought another one. Like
he bought another one.
He's got a private jet.
I know.
That's what the video was taken.
That was a private jet?
I don't know. I just be saying things. No, so is anybody gonna hop in his YouTube or is it just gonna be like,
yo, I need you to like stop. I need you.
My bad.
Stop doing this live. You stay doing this live. You're insecure self. Like
it's not insecurity. I just think we be, I think our time and resources allocated differently, would yield different results. Yeah. Who am I?
Who am I?
The girl's damn sugar.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how it goes.
But yeah. Who got the keys to my Beamer?
Who am I? Yeah, it is. The girl's damn sugar. Yeah.
All right. But yeah. So let us kick things off here real quick. This is the Can't Focus podcast. We focus on everything and nothing at the same time. I go by the name of Alive. You can find me at Alive Raps.
But it's your boy Kano at Kano Music, aka I don't got none right now. I didn't think about this. Okay.
What it is, what it do, what it be like, what's good. What?
Not that either.
What happened?
Welcome to the most professional podcast in podcasting them. Anyway, yo, what's happening? Can someone take control?
This is what happens.
What it is, what it do, what it be like, what's good, is your boy Martin. Hopefully you can find me at Martin Hopeful.
This is what happens when Kano tries to take the reins and
No, you about to see what happens when Kano take the reins. All right, yo. So I'm gonna kick it off with my barbershop talk. So when we did the Young Legends video shoot, right? I used to have a barber. Her name was Sylvia. She was from Peru. All right. Sylvia would like hug me while she cut my hair. It was amazing, bro. She'd like rub my hair, give me massages. It was amazing. It was an amazing
experience.
Yeah. She ain't give me the best lineups though. You feel me? Like it was a give or take. You know what I'm saying? Now, I went to her for the Young Legends video shoot, and she was like, "Oh, I can't take you today." And I was like, "Shorty, I've been coming to you for years. I need this now." And she was like, "Oh no, I can't take you today." So that was about 2 years ago. That was in the September 2 years ago. And I go to this new barber. He took me immediately. Every time I ever needed him, he was right there in the beginning. The first few months, he was quiet. He would just cut my hair quietly, humbly. tell me about his culture. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, I'm Albanian. Albania is beautiful. How's the family? What are you doing? Oh, that's good. Regular conversation. Take his time in a little corner. Okay. At the end of it, he put the little blade right through right here. So it look beautiful. It like accentuate the line. You feel me? He don't do none of these things no more, man. He a brand new, he the superstar of the barbershop. He gonna pause. He gonna be in the middle of the cut. He gonna get a phone call. Be like, hold up. You know, and whatever his language is, he be like, yo, what's up? Cut your hair. Nah, he's just a client. Don't worry. What you got to say? All right. I hit him up yesterday. And I'm like, yo, son, can I get an appointment with you tomorrow? And he gonna call back. He gonna be like, come on, you know I don't do the next day appointments. I only do same day appointments. I'm sorry. Who am I talking to right now? My fault, Jay-Z. I'm gonna hit you back up tomorrow, but you better have an appointment available tomorrow because I don't know what system you run in here. Okay? So then I go to him and I had the beard. You see how I had the beard, right? And I go, yo, dogs, you think I get like a cut and then we keep the beard, but we make it nice? He gonna look at me. He gonna be like, I don't know. Your beard is like uneven. I feel like you could fix that. I don't know. I feel like that's in your control. Ball in your court.
I thought you could fix that. That's why I came to you.
Son, he gonna dare tell me.
You don't gotta tell me.
Your beard to suit you. Your beard grows in different places.
Wait, he said what?
It grows in different directions. So he like, which you know, he like, I can't do I wouldn't do the beard for you. So I mean, okay, I guess this. Then he gonna tell me, yo, you been getting the same haircut for 2 years. I tried to switch it up just now. Like, wait, hold on, you gaslighting me? I don't need this from my barber. Like, this is abusive. And then he put his meat on my knee. That was like the last straight put his meat on my knee, dogs. He cut my hair. He put his meat on my knee. That never happened to y'all? I just want to know if that happened to y'all. Meat on the knee.
No. I think we've all been in those awkward positions where like your elbow is there on the armrest and then like he leans in too far.
So like you don't feel it? You can't feel your meat? Like I know where my meat is all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. But for some reason they don't move. They giving you the lineup. They lean in too far but they don't move. They're there and you don't want to move it.
I've never wanted to be that good at my job. Like, I don't care where my
because the thing is, I don't want to be the first one to strike the awkward situation. Not yet. Yeah.
So Bob said you gotta keep your elbows at like a roller coaster.
Elbows,
yeah. You gotta keep your haircut like this.
Yes. Yo, no lie, I learned my lesson, bro. Like hands folded in front of me, man. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not. So
when his meat was on my knee, I really miss Sylvia.
I don't know.
Like, damn, man, I could be with a girl right now.
I don't. You know, you said like Cat Williams. I prefer the saliva of a beautiful woman. You know, I know that a man could roll it up, but I prefer. But the thing is that, how did it get on your knee? That's what I'm wondering. Like, why
he came forward and he tried to shape up like this part right here, and while he was coming forward, and my knee was out, and then his body was forward.
I don't know, bro. That seemed weird to me. Well, thank you, Papa. I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate that. So
that was my barber story. Speaking of meats, speaking of meats,
if you didn't, I was.
Good transition.
So we want to create a safe space. Solo tape lead. We want to create a safe space for everyone, you know, to be able to come here and heal. You know, there is a place of healing at the Can't Focus podcast for what you may have witnessed, whether you feel completely inferior now, or You just need a space to talk. We're here for you at the Can't Focus Podcast.
You think that solo tape was a LP? It was a long play?
As a
wow.
EP. It was an EP.
Okay. All right. Who knew this whole time he was 6 God plus 4? You know? Who knew?
This
Reaction.
must be a safe space for healing. And here goes Cano.
we want you to know. Now, here's the first thing I want to start off with, because I think there's a deeper joint that we're gonna get into about it. But
Richard Snipe has a great take right here.
But I want to know, like,
it was a stunt to save his homegirl Nikki, who having a breakdown in front of the whole world.
Nah.
Ooh.
Yo, that's a true blue dude, man.
Nah, Richard. Nah, Richard, you wildin'.
What do you call people who are part of Ice Spice Hive? I think Richard might be that. What are they called? Munchkins?
Spicy.
Or Munchies?
Yeah.
But why the munch? Oh, because of the munch.
The munch.
Song?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, my bad.
I don't know.
I'm thinking of the wrong beef. My fault. What do you call the Megs?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Nikki beefing with Meg, not Ice Spice. I'm sorry. It's a lot of women going to war these days. You know, it's Lotto versus Ice Spice, Nikki versus Meg, Sexy Red versus the hospital.
I feel like this is like a WWE match.
And then Drake coming in here an intermission for a halftime show.
My man did a swan dive from the top rope. Oh, Drake out of nowhere.
So let's talk about this video. How did it come to your attention?
It's over 3,000. All right.
Where were you when you found out this video existed?
I was at work. Martin of all people sent it into the chat. And if you know Martin, you know why I say that. And I lost my mind. I started laughing.
Yeah, you lost your mind.
I hope. Wait. What is that next slide? That's what I need to know.
We could play. You know, chances here. Let's go. Let us see.
It's not.
Boo! Boo! We want helicopter. We
want to land the plane.
Yeah.
But Adam 22 said there's also a fair share of jokes with one saying, not gonna lie, Drake really a perfect dude. Light skin, unlimited money, drippy, and now he has a big boop, can't compete.
So listen, I didn't say that. I never said that. I will say this though. The way the women reacted, I know I gotta get my money up. I gotta go get me a PPL. All right? I gotta go.
You
heard the PBLs and PPEs. I'm putting them together, baby. Give me a PPL.
PPL, baby. Let's go.
Guys, this is crazy. Can we just stop for a second? I was hysterical the entire day because there are few things that are funnier than this, dude.
My homegirls was going crazy. My homegirls group chat, they kept getting leaked to me. They all was sending me individual screenshots of the group chat.
Oh yeah, no. This was women had a feel.
How do you even get different angles? That's kind of wild.
Facts. They had to like AI transform that joint, but for some reason they were having a field day.
This is how it would look if it was from the side angle.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
let's go to the AI real quick
people were using the cats was using their computer degrees for like crazy things that day. Like it was
going to school for 5 years.
Yeah,
to be a computer scientist, just the 3D his joint is crazy.
You got dudes that stock shelves at like Stop and Shop. They're like, I knew this degree would come in handy one day. Like, bro, like this was crazy. This is nuts, dude. I'm flabbergasted. I thought it was hilarious. I cannot believe the things that we are witnessing in 2024, it's like crazy. Why is my eye twitching? All right.
Was you bothered by this?
Bothered? I was only
I don't
in
know.
security. That's it.
Martin,
I
you was
feel like
bothered?
I'm now ready for anything for 2024. Like I think it's not like it's only up from here. Like it's only down from here. It can't get any worse or crazier or wilder. Like there's no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am like I feel like Drake. I don't know if Drake was trying to save Nicki Minaj, but I'm pretty sure Drake put up the barometer for me, where it's kind of like, all right, that's where we at.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to save no Nicki, man. Nicki wasn't having a breakdown. Nicki just, she had a whack song that she thought was hot. We all been there before. She had a really bad diss song and she was hyping it, man. I don't think she was having a breakdown. What's crazy though? It's like you have to stay in the culture. You know what? This speaks to the big rappers. You gotta somehow stay plugged into the culture in some way. Because if you stay out when you come back and it's time to go to war or it's time to make that record, you're not gonna know what's culturally acceptable anymore. And somewhere along the line, we became more sensitive in our rap beefs. I think it actually started with Drake. I think it's when Pusha T exposed that he got a son and talked about how OVO 40 got like multiple scoliosis. People was like, wait, we be going too far with battle rap. And now Nicki, she a New York shorty. She from Queens. You ever mess with a shorty from Baisley? Have you ever messed with a shorty from 40 Projects? That's how they act. Oh, your mother dead? That's why your mother dead. Your mother's dead. You could be mad, but your mother still be dead. Like that's how they argue. Like, and everybody mad at her. They like, oh no, Nicki, how could she is dead? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, say what you want about my husband. At least he's alive.
Yeah, like I'm mad. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of wild.
We
I
have.
don't know, man. I feel like there was something off limits with that, though.
Yeah.
I feel like there was certain things that was off limits. You don't talk about people's dead mothers in rap battles. I never heard it. Now we do, but maybe that's what's wrong.
Yeah.
There's no honor. There's no honor among this anymore. I won't say honor among thieves, but they're not thieves.
And she was
There's
dragging
no honor among rappers anymore.
She was dragging it. I wouldn't say losing her mind though. She was just dragging it.
I don't know. That's the thing though. You can't tell who is or who isn't. Like, are we all crazy at this point? Like, Kanye just dropped an album.
Yo, is sacrificing your meat to be the distraction for that is bananas.
That's another level.
You know what? It can only work if you're 6 God plus 4 inches.
Nah, I think if he was 6 God minus 4, I think that would have probably broke the internet more.
That probably would break the internet more, but I feel like he's the only one that could have guided the distraction away from Nicki, and he still keeps his perfect and pristine what's the word I'm looking for? Personality or whatever, or rap personality. Like if he was a small guy, I guess, then it'll hurt him negatively.
Speaking of small guys, how mad y'all think Joe Budden was?
Hold on, let's get this from the chat.
We can move on from this comment. I don't want to be poetic Flacco. I don't want to spend 18 minutes talking about Drake.
Yeah, no, facts. But the thing is that the one thing I will say is that can we stop sharing this, by the way? The one thing I will say is that one, I don't see that many people actually talking about this.
Anymore. Bro, we only live in a 24-hour cycle for news.
It's crazy to me, dude. The biggest stuff. No, but I think it's deeper than that, dude. I think Drake. I think it's a representation of Drake holding weight, bro. I mean, but it's.
Why'd you do that? You a nasty man. You need the nasty awards. What was that?
Drake holding weight. I mean,
I see the video. We're not even in joke mode anymore.
Oh man,
That was straight admiration.
Yo, you're stupid. But nah, I wonder if people were afraid to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, did Joe Budden even talk about it though?
I don't know.
Roy and Mal just talked about it, and that's like basically it. Besides Adam 22, but they're like bottom barrel. Like they scrap it for every topic over there in my head.
People ain't really talk about it,
huh?
You telling me people didn't really talk about this?
Outside of people that were on like Twitter and trending and stuff like that, it was very hush for the superstar of the world to be on camera doing something like that. And no outlets are really covering it. None of the pods are really talking about it.
Would you think his lawyer was calling people like, y'all better not?
I don't know, but
y'all want a relationship with Drake, y'all better not.
See, some people don't talk about Diddy. Some people won't.
Yeah,
it's only recently that they started. So I'm just wondering if he's like,
hey, yo, Adam not scared of nothing over there, no jumper, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
He just had Audrey over there talking about Diddy.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that man is still alive. Him and Tentas. No, not Tentacion. Oh gosh. Him and
rest in peace, XXX Tentacion.
Yeah. My bad. I Snitch 9. Yeah, him and Snitch 9. I don't know how they're still alive, but it did also make me think like, yo, security. Like, is anyone safe out here? Like, do we know his phone got hacked or nothing like that? I don't know.
Oh, I don't even know how it leaked.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's another thing, because it's like, if he's not safe, nobody's safe at all. But let's go to the comments real quick. Richard is on. He still thinks it was a stunt. I can't. I don't know how that is, bro. That's hard for me to believe. I need more evidence. I mean, not that evidence, but I need, Renee, I feel like there are a lot of other distractions besides making this video. Facts. This was not necessary for something like that. And Richard says, did y'all watch that live? Shorty was on live for like 2 days tweaking. What live is this? What live is this?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Nicki did sound like, I don't know, like something was off to me. But I don't think it was a mental breakdown personally. I think she was just on one.
Hey, but like, what Kyle, you did you talked about this a little bit. What started the Nicki Meg joint? Why are they beefing again?
It goes way back when. Usually it started off with a beef by association because of her being so cool with Cardi B. But then they will always throw shots towards each other regardless of the situation. Like Meg would throw a shot, Nicki would throw a shot. Like, it was just going back and forth, like underneath the airways. And then I think, Megan Thee Stallion came out with a Hiss, which made it kind of like a huge, impactful diss track towards not just Nicki Minaj, but towards everybody that keeps talking junk about her. And Nicki Minaj did say, the next time somebody talks about my man, they getting it. Like, she already made a threat. Like, you talk about my man, you talk about my family, it's a wrap.
That is a weird story though, right? Because he got a satisfying rape charge, right?
Yeah, he does. It's kind of. I wanted to ask y'all, like, where do you stand on in between those lines? Because in all honesty, like, look, I guess in Nicki's mind, it's like, yo, love is love, and I chose who I chose. I don't need to explain myself. But at the same time, it's like, your man did get charged with this, and then on top of that, your
there was
brother,
also some witness intimidation in that too, right? I think.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I don't know
about that.
I just be chatting.
Yeah, but it's
allegedly for the
allegedly. But it's just like, this ain't alleged.
Hey, look at this.
Was convicted.
She did a song together, but then she went and did WAP. Nicki is competitive. Hot Girl Summer went to number 11, but WAP went to number 1. Maybe.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think
there was always a beef way back when, since WAP.
Yeah.
There was always that beef, and it doesn't. And I did speak about Hot Girl Summer too on the joint too, where they were on the cusp of becoming cool, but then WAP came and that outshined Hot Girl Summer, and then it was like, okay, it's time for me to go off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
so
like she's my enemy now.
I haven't. It's crazy
But
though.
I don't know why we're talking about this.
Richard got us talking about this. But yes.
Okay. Shout outs to Richard, my guy.
Shout outs to Richard. But yeah, let's go on to the next topic. Who knows what's gonna happen with Drake? Yo, the last thing, did he admit anything? Did he say anything about this at a show or anything like that?
Did he? I don't know.
I felt like he just hinted at things.
He made some sort of. He addressed it for like a millisecond, and I literally just
came out with Elephant Mask.
I just had the link up. He basically was talking about. He basically alluded to the fact that was him. It was true. This is what it is.
Yeah, and then he cut to talking about my father's here or something like that.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, he was like, my father's here. We can't talk about that no more. Weird.
It was more so the rumors are true. My dad is here. Stuff like that. So yeah, but this don't hurt his career whatsoever.
But yeah, I mean, we could. But one of the things that Drake likes to talk about is how the Grammys is basura, and that it's just a bunch of people that vote, and it's all about popularity politics. So with that being said, let's talk about the Grammy recap. Woo!
Yeah. All right. So
I like to start off by saying, do I have? I didn't even take send the picture to myself, but I would love to say that I feel like R&B is in good hands, and I'm really happy about that. Like it feels like we're about to get back to that early 2000s R&B, because the people who won these Grammys, they are serious about their craft, and they really sound like they're trying to keep the R&B sound to a level that's good. Plus Money Long. Money Long Money Long didn't come out with an album, but she did win last year, I think, for the Grammys. So her included, I feel like it's going to be an amazing year for R&B. Usher is about to do the Super Bowl halftime show tomorrow. R&B's in good hands, y'all. And what I mean is Coco Jones, SZA, Victoria Monet, and Tyler all won Grammys. They walked away with Grammys. It was actually a night for women. A lot of women won this time around for Grammys. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I just want to get all the good news out before we start getting to a little more complicated stuff. So shout outs to them.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I know of SZA and I believe Victoria Monet, but the other two ladies I definitely gotta catch up on. Tyler's very new, right?
Very. I'm actually surprised. Well, I don't know. Maybe Konome know better than me, but I only know Tyler through the song "Water." And "Water."
Well, I'm so happy you said that, because that's the only song I know.
Like the tail end of this year. It wasn't even it was like a semi-summer hit.
I don't even know what song y'all are talking about.
That joint was fire though. It is everywhere. It's we never spoke about the TikTok thing, TikTok Universal, but that Water song
took over TikTok for eons, bro, and that forever. And probably if the Universal thing didn't happen, probably right now still be.
Oh, bro.
copyrights.
Oh, you can hear that? My bad.
They'll get you for like just that.
I'm sorry.
She just wanted a war, my guy.
Hey, man, we were talking over it. Leave me alone. Now this joint's fire. Yo,
But
that joint's
I'm
fire.
excited. Coco Jones has a song called "ICU." She has a whole album out that's fire. But she's awesome. She's like triple threat in my opinion. Give her some time, you will know who she is. She kind of was running TikTok for a little while too, but not as much as Tyler. Tyler took over completely. So yeah, and of course Victoria Monet put that on my mama, on my hood. That joint, that's
that's her.
Fly. Yeah. Coco Jones, I could see why you probably don't know who she is because honestly she that ICU song was a hit, but I don't think many people know that song ICU. But it's a hit, and out of all of those singers, I think Victoria Monet and Coco Jones are both like in the running to be like those powerhouse singers. They don't need no auto tune. They don't need no metronome when they get into the metronome. They don't need no what is it called? Mellow, whatever you call that thing. Auto tune. They don't need that when they get into the booth.
Right.
They can step in, have perfect pitch. They can sing a song, and don't need the auto tune for it. I mean, obviously they do for perfection's sake, but
right.
Honestly, like if you hear them sing live, you can tell they don't need it. They're amazing and they're young, and that's why I feel like they're in good hands because it's not like they're 40, 50, whatever years old. Like these women are like 20, 21, 22, 25. I think SZA's probably 28 or something like that. So we got R&B's in good hands, y'all, and I'm really happy about it.
Yeah. Maybe hopefully Jay likes the R&B he hears right now.
Yeah,
hopefully.
He don't really like the 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say that piece. But let's get into the meat and potatoes. Or unless if you guys got some things you want to add about the Grammys.
Nah, jump right into it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go right below. Killer Mike Grammy Suite versus Travis Scott fans, aka the youngins versus the old heads, basically. Who wanna dive into that? Who wanna talk about that?
Well, I mean, just to recap, Killer Mike did, like it says right here, Killer Mike had a sweep. He went 3 for 3. He got best best rap album, best rap performance, and best rap song. Right? Am I bugging here?
Yeah.
Off the top. Look at that.
Song.
I just be knowing.
No, what performance? Yo, I was trying to find his performance. Like he performed at the Grammys, or like what does that mean?
I don't know. You're the first person to ask that to me. But best rap performance.
His performance, like
wow.
And can I just
when I hear performance, I think like the audio performance of that song.
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe
that would make sense because both the best song and best rap performance were for scientists and engineers. So
shout out to Andre 3K.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Future. Shout out to.
Let me just say some things here though. First.
That is phenomenal. All right, go. I'm sorry.
Coming into this to the Grammys, right? I kind of expected Killer Mike to get one Grammy this Grammy. I thought he was gonna get best rap album, but I wasn't sure because Travis Scott is Travis Scott, and I don't even know the name of the last album he dropped. What's the name of it? I don't even know. I just know that it's not Astro World.
Utopia.
See, it's not like I knew that, but I didn't. Like that's how it fell off from. It just didn't feel like Astro. Astro World was crazy. Astro World has sicko mode. You know what I'm saying? There was no sicko mode here. There was nothing like for me personally. It's a well-produced album, You could tell that Travis Scott comes from the Kanye West school of music. It feels like an album that'll go crazy in an arena. It's well put together, but it's just missing some substance. I don't know, and I don't need him to talk about, the black liberation of the peoples. I don't need that from Travis Scott. I need something though. You got to give me a little something, and he ain't really do that this time around. Whereas, like if you listen to Michael also is a well-produced album. He went out and he was able to make a great album, and he was doing his little. Now, to me, as much as Killer Mike thinks he's a rapidy rap dude, he's never been that to me. I know he likes to say that he had the best verse on the record. He got the Grammy for the first time with Outkast.
Right.
What's the name of that world? The world record?
I'm forgetting.
But it's a famous joint.
Yeah.
Never in life would you ever have the best verse on a place where Big Boy is rapping. I know Big Boy don't get his clout like he should, but never in life. Big Boy is top tier rap.
He is.
But I feel like Killer Mike is I feel like Killer Mike is top tier rapper too.
I think that's the problem with Killer Mike is that he believes that. It's like there's no reason. I love Killer Mike, and I didn't come to slander Killer Mike, but there's no reason that I should go to your album and every feature you have is either on par with you or outshining you. Like, you not Mozzie, you not 3K, you not Future. You can't bring to the table what these illustrious artists bring to the table. And you a great lyricist.
I don't know about Future. I don't know about him. But go ahead.
You don't like Future, sir. You've been on record. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, he's not a top tier rapper either.
I just say, top tier musician. Top tier. Top tier hip hopper. Nah, I disagree. But like my point being this.
Agree to disagree for the sake of
my
time.
point being this. My point being this. I think for for the first time in the rap category, we seen a generational divide alongside the commercial art divide. You know what I'm saying? And I think also for the first time in hip hop, the young kids, they don't care if you commercial. They just care if you go.
Yeah.
And they was disappointed because to them Travis goes. And they was like, who's Killer Mike? Which is crazy to me because these are the same kids who also like Run the Jewels. And it's like, so
because they don't really rock the Run the Jewels either. They say they do.
You don't like Killer Mike.
Say in a conversation.
Yeah. I think it's weird because the beauty of Killer Mike's album was that just about almost all of his features were young dudes. He had people like Black on his album. He had Future, Young Thug. Like I think Ty Dolla $ign is on there like twice. Like he's not.
He got this clip where he says that he had a record with Pusha and Thought, and he like one of them went back to rewrite their verse, and it wasn't me. And it's like, all right, we're a little delusional about ourselves, aren't we?
Killer Mike is.
Yo, I really feel like you wilding though. I feel like
he's a great writer.
Right, let me shut up. The young guys, for a fact, the young guys don't know who Killer Mike is, and they're wilding out. I do have a couple of clips on this.
Oh god. Oh, shout out to Lawn also. She just threw in here that even though Victoria Monet just won Best New Artist, she has been in the game for a minute.
For years.
Multiple songs for folks that have been in for a while.
She's literally Ariana Grande's her whole catalog, bro.
Yeah.
Victoria Monet.
Yeah. That's I would have had no idea. It's kind of like Neo before Neo popped.
Yeah, that's.
I don't mean to talk about Killer Mike in a negative way because I do feel like his music is important and I do enjoy his raps. It's just in my mind, I don't think you top tier like the way you feel like you top tier, but it's cool. It is what it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can y'all hear that?
No.
Nah, I think you got.
I know why.
You got to hit that.
This is okay. Hey, brother, God bless
We do.
you. Congratulations. I don't know who you are. Positivity, you. Praying for you, bro. Positivity out the window. Who decided this motherfucker? Who the fuck decided this motherfucker? Hello, Utopia.
Yes, nigga.
Yeah, neither of those are better than
Yes,
Michael.
over Utopia.
Metro Boomin.
Shut your ass up, no, nigga. Yo, y'all little streamer niggas don't always run shit. Shut the fuck up.
That's the
Some people don't give a fuck about your numbers.
Yeah, we don't care about none of that little streamy mosh pit, mark card, whatever you niggas is doing over there. All that fucking
Travis,
crying.
they robbed me 10 times or something. He said.
Well, listen to this guy.
Calm the fuck down. Everybody calm the fuck down.
Listen to young
I don't know
niggas.
who this is, okay?
That's clip one.
The little.
All right, so what y'all thinking about that?
Personally, I think it's ironic that he's saying YouTubers don't run this. Because for me, what I think this told was that the Grammys still don't have a pulse on hip hop culture. Now they finally feel like they do, and they just got a pulse on old head culture. And you could tell by the sales.
Oh, okay.
You could tell by the sales that Killer Mike.
I didn't even think of it like that.
Killer Mike ain't really on the minds of these young kids. And as much as you want him to and you think he should, he won't. He just won't be there. He's 40-something years old. It just won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Unless he come out with a hit them all, it's not going to happen. You know who got these kids watching? Travis and the younger dudes. The dudes under Travis. Got the kids going crazy. That's who Kai Cenat and his group looking for. So yeah, listen, this is just an American thing, baby. This is an American thing. The teenagers and the young 20-year-olds run music, period. They have disposable time and disposable income. They get to go to the events. They go to the festivals. They go to the concerts. They run and dictate music.
Yeah.
Grammys just don't have a hold on the culture like that, for real. And the old heads, there's more old heads now than there was before. There's more visibility. So you get to see Killer Mike say whatever he want. You didn't get that from Rakim when Rakim dropped 18th Letter. Even though 18th Letter was fire.
Oh my gosh. I love
fire.
that. Yeah.
But you ain't have the visibility that you have today.
So that's a good perspective. Like, I wasn't even thinking that way. I'm on the side of like I was on the side of like yo, Grammys really get. You know why I say that? Because I think last year either Nas, some rapper won that was
Nas, right?
Kendrick won.
Ain't Nas win one of them?
That was
I don't know if Nas won one of them, but I definitely know Kendrick won last year best rap album.
No,
best rap album one of them years too.
I think in the last 4 years, wasn't it? Nas won for King's Disease, the first one. Then Royce the 5'9" won for
the Allegory.
And then I think Kendrick won for I have no memory.
Mr. Morale and a Big Step.
Yeah, and now Killer Mike. I think that's been the last 4 years. Which I think personally, I always looked at it as the Grammys is dictating album of the year, not by numbers, but instead by substance.
If that's the case,
that's what I think.
If that's where they're going, they got this call right. The best album out of the bunch is Michael. But they didn't do that the year of Nipsey Hussle. He had album of the year that year, and they gave it to Cardi. So, like, they got to figure out where they stand here.
I think in the last 4 years, they've been making that shift, though. I think
they gave it to Macklemore instead of Kendrick.
That's not it. I'm talking about the last 4 years.
I know. I'm just saying, like, they got to make up their mind because Kendrick dropped one of the best albums in hip hop history.
Yeah,
somebody else for that year.
You're right.
But I also feel like
mine.
But I also feel like that's I feel like it just seems like it's under the guys that they made these mistakes and they're trying to correct them. That's how I felt it was.
Yeah.
But you're also right in a sense, like if the people that's choosing best rap album of the year, and they choosing this stuff, and they're not taking into consideration what the young people want, then you're probably right. And if it was a young guy or a young group of people that was part of that like academy or that union of people, then they probably would have chose Utopia over Michael. You know what I mean? So it just shows more of the fact that it is a politics game, if that's the case. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Just have to know who voted.
I don't know why the Grammys hasn't come out with like a in-depth criteria explanation on how they go
Because
about.
that's not the point of the Grammys. The point of the Grammys is not that. It's the secret club they have, that secret little group that votes on stuff.
And who is that group? How do we not even know? How can we not know?
Apparently, every year it changes. It's supposed to be industry insiders, people who write songs, Grammy winners, people who have Grammys are selected. That's the pool, and then they select from that pool, and then you vote for like the big 5 categories secretly.
Interesting. I don't know. That's seeing
But
that.
I just want to play this clip real quick. This is Kai Cenat's response to Joe Budden.
I'll be right back. I saw this already, but I'll be right back.
Single time. Somebody
I can't really hear it.
It don't even be me. It be them. They talk about me, so let's talk about them. This is what we have here is a case of old nigga syndrome, my nigga. Listen to me. I'm a 22-year-old young adult who likes to sit in his room and naturally, like everybody else, react to music and things like that. Okay? If I think fucking Spider-Man should have won Superhero of the Year, but you think Green Lantern should have won, and Green Lantern wins, nigga, okay, it's your opinion. I'm not familiar with Killer Mike. I was just saying, I felt like Utopia shit should have won. Every single time. Bro, why do I feel like y'all start talking about streaming niggas, bro? Not doing that, bro. Like, with some no niggas, my nigga. I would buy you, my nigga. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, my nigga? You say you don't come off as hating, but you always bringing me up, bro. Relax, my nigga. Stop. It's okay. That's the thing, bro. Y'all don't ever, like, have respect to the old niggas, for sure. You feel what I'm saying? Like respect to them for sure.
You gotta, hold on, pause. You gotta understand though Joe Budden's perspective a little bit, and the old heads. Y'all gotta understand why the old heads hate the young kids, man. And this is coming from I think I'm down the middle of this. I think we in the middle generation. We between that. We're like the middle ground between these old heads and these young kids. You gotta understand the hate and where it comes from. Joe Budden has taken streaming or podding and visual podding so serious. He got a setup. He got a whole new location to film from. He got expensive video cameras. He got a team that cuts and edits. He's taking this like a full-on production, right? And then here comes some kid with some headphones and a gamer chair who streams 17 hours a day, doing 2-3 times his numbers. Yeah, he gonna hate a little bit, man. he gonna be a little upset. Of course. Yeah.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
What, you 22 right. And you getting the money I couldn't get in my 20s? That it took me 40 years to get? Yeah, I'm a hate. Yeah. Kai got a point, man. But in the same breath, Kai sounds stupid. He sounds so stupid talking about, I'm not familiar with Killer Mike, but I feel like Utopia should have won. So how you know, stupid? Like, that's so stupid.
How you know, stupid?
But nah, yeah, justified. I think it's justified. Kai's response is justified. Yeah, them old heads stay hating on the young kids. Always, man. Get out the way, old man. Go buy a walker.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, man.
Walker. Nah, you right though. But I gotta defend the old heads. I feel like I feel like there's a level of disconnect. Well, actually, I'm not even for the old heads. I'm actually for the middle. I feel like there's a level of disconnect, and there's got to be some level of connection. And I feel like Joe said it best. You know, Live said it best. The Killer Mike had young cats on his album, or young people that the young heads would recognize, know, love, and show support for. He when he went into the back and he did the shot and he did his Grammy speech. He was like, "Yo, there are other rappers out here that are young, and we're versatile in Atlanta. Let me tell you about this guy. Like, this is the love that hip hop is supposed to have, and I feel like the young cats are very absent of love. They don't have that for the older cats. The most I've ever heard somebody say, "Yo, much love to the older cats," was Kai Cenat in that video. I haven't heard anything else from other young cats where they be like, "Yo, I love the young cats."
Hey, but look, it's natural. It's natural. Look, all right. So y'all ask me why I look at a lot of like gang stuff and LA gang culture stuff and like prison stuff, right? But I like it because it does give you a reflection of whether y'all like it or not. Street culture is part of this community. This hip hop thing is very street culture oriented, right? And I think this is the best way to explain it. This new internet thing, this streaming thing, we in the crack era. This is crack, baby. Look, you gotta understand something. Before the crack era, no, look, I'm gonna make it make sense. Before the crack era, to sell drugs, you needed an OG who had to connect, and he gonna give you some packs, and you're gonna sell a little cocaine, and then you're gonna come back and you're gonna get the money, you're gonna break it up. But you need the OG. You need it. You're not gonna make no money without the dude running the operation, right? Crack came and everybody had a cocaine connect and everybody could make crack in their crib, and you just take a little bag of crack, you chop it up, and now you the man on your block. You don't need no OGs. It's disorder. It's chaos. There's no order. You're not listening. I don't need you to make my money no more. So I don't have to respect you. I can make my own 300. And we in the crack era. We in the streaming crack era. I don't need you, OG. I don't need your help. I go on Twitch right now and make $1 million. I don't care about you. I don't need y'all.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. You're right.
Rightfully so.
Right,
no, and here's the thing. One thing I will say is that old heads, I feel like are notorious, have been for years at just being haters, bro. Even when
time.
Yo, even
I do it all the time. I'll be so mad when a young kid be successful at rap. You're like, wow, it only took 2 tries, 2 songs. They be on there. I just started rapping in 9th grade, and then you know, my 3rd song blew up on Twitter.
Yeah.
I've only made 1,000 of them.
But the thing is, there's been so many years of old heads not showing love to the young dudes, and like even when we were coming up, I don't know if y'all remember, but old heads would be looking at us too with the choices we made with music, and our generation decided to turn around and do the same thing. We're not as bad as the dudes that did it to us, but we have a lot more time of throwing shade at them than they have of throwing shade at us. They've just been doing their own thing, and we just haven't accepted it.
I don't think we don't.
I don't agree.
We getting there.
I don't agree. But
you don't agree that these old heads are haters so often?
I think certain old heads are haters.
I think we're getting better.
And because I feel like because of those certain old heads, they're the voice of all the old heads. So it makes it seem like all these old heads are saying the same. Nah, I think that there are old heads that are misunderstood and young heads that are misunderstood as well. But then there are also young heads who also have a voice, and they speak for the young heads and say, forget the old heads. There's still a level of respect that these young cats do not give to the old cats. I
agree.
I remember sitting down. This is, and again, it's a personal experience. I remember chilling at a Bible talk discussion. And we We're all chilling, eating food. There's a new cat that came through. He's from Chicago. The biggest thing I heard, the one thing I heard on the side of my head was Nas is trash. Nas is trash. And he ain't seeing Chief Keef. Right? This is way back. Obviously, it's way back when we talking about Chief Keef, right? This is way back. But that was a young cat talking about an old dude in New York, bro. You from Chicago, bro. You from Chi-Town, bro. Why you talking flagrant out here in the city? You're bugging, bro. And then he proceeds to talk about Jay-Z too. These guys are washed up. That's what they say. They're washed up.
Big Gibb say that Jay-Z can't see who over there in the South, Nelly or something like that. I don't know what Big Gibb is saying.
Yes, like bugging, and it's like, and then they'll be like, and of course I'm like the big hip hop head in the group in the Bible talk, so they were like, yo, Cobb, did you hear what he said? You hear what he said? And I'm like, what he said? I already heard it, but I'm over here eating my food. I don't want to talk. He already got me tight. So
you hoping you misheard?
Where you coming from, bro? Talking flagrant. So I came in. I'm like, yo, what's your reasoning? Why is Chief Keef better than Nas? He says, yo, he just got a better vibe. The music sounds better. It sounds more up to date. This and the third. I'm like, oh, I get it. You're one of those guys that care about the vibe and energy about things, and not the actual technical aspect of the sport or the aspect of the genre. And he was like, nah. I care about that too. I mean, well, if you care about that too, who will win in the battle? Nas or Chief Keef? And he wouldn't say it. It. But that's what I mean. That's the disrespect that I'm talking about. Like come on,
you're
bro.
wrong.
Like there's a level of respect that you need to give these people, and you also have to understand like some of the music that you're creating is taking people a few steps back. Like right now, the most top charting song right now is by Ice Spice. I'm the ish fart.
Are you serious? Is that really? That's charting?
Y'all don't like it?
Yes, it's number one. And apparently, it's
bro,
like the
people didn't like. No one
music.
liked that joint. Who likes it?
You don't like it?
I've only seen hate for that song. I haven't seen any love for it.
And that's probably why it's charting.
That's probably why it is. Yeah, you're right.
I wasn't that mad at it. It wasn't that bad.
It's like that show. You know the show Velma that came out like a year or two ago on HBO Max. People were saying it was one of the worst shows that has come out. They were trying too hard. They were trying to be like Harley Quinn. It wasn't working, all of that. But it had so much hate that so many people were watching it so that they could hate on it. You know what I mean? Like it was like bad publicity was still giving it attention. It got renewed for season 2. Off of that alone, bro. That joint has no quality. You know, so I feel like it's that situation with this song. It's like, oh, this joint trash. Let me hear it. It's like, but you giving the streams.
I think Kyle bring up a good point, and sometimes I feel like this with music, especially with music. You know, the subjective versus objective argument. I feel like whether you like it or not, it's going to be subjective. But I think there's some truths within music that are objective when you're judging it through the lens of criticism, right? And I think that's why you should let the people who are knowledgeable about the genre critique the genre. That's why you're not going to catch me critique country music, because I don't know the intricacies and the historical accuracies of country music. I don't know what it's been through. Right. I don't know what decades produced what. I can't sit there. Same thing with rock. Same thing with jazz. I can't do that with you. Somebody can. Somebody can sit here and explain to you why Led Zeppelin "Stairways to Heaven" is one of the best rock songs of all time. I'm not that person. I can't do it. You know what I could do? I could tell you why Illmatic changed the whole rap game forever.
Right.
I sit here and tell you that. And you know who probably else could tell you that? Joe Budden could tell you that. Kyle could probably tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So then for you to come over here and then just talk about Chief Keef or whatever is, you know, look, you like Chief Keef. That's nice. You can like Chief Keef. you'll never understand what Nas did for this culture, though. So you
Yeah.
can't sit there and talk about a Nas. You can't. You can't.
And that's my point. I feel like where their disrespect may be not as overt as the young cat as the old cats, but the young is really out here. They disrespectful in their own right, and that's really like there's no respect for the craft. You know, no one sits there and show respect. I feel like now Lil Yachty is showing some sort of respect for the craft. Like he's actually trying in his
He didn't care for a while.
and his lyricism and the quality of music that he's coming out with. Like I think he's really out here doing his thing. I don't know what changed him. Maybe it's cold, but
I think of also like
he was one of the ones that was overtly disrespecting the old heads because the old heads was disrespecting him.
I feel like Corday as well. He for some reason he popped into my head. I feel like he's very respectful of the older dudes, but he don't get much love.
He don't.
He doesn't. But and maybe that's the curse of even like showing the respect to the old heads. It's like I don't know, like it takes you out of the running or something like that. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, you also got to show respect to people that really work hard in their craft to be a very decorated Grammy Award recipient. And
Ooh, this is a good one. Who did this? Who switched right now?
Martin is doing all of this. This is
nice.
Good job, Martin.
I am so happy that we finally get to acknowledge that Taylor Swift is the most important pop artist in current days, in modern days.
All right, so
let's talk about it.
Yeah, so let's talk about it, Martin.
You can stop me, but you can't stop white Beyonce.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Martin, he called her white Beyonce again.
All right, whatever. Call on what you want, man.
I'm gonna have to start calling her white Michael Jackson.
Ooh. How you feel about that, Joe?
I mean, Michael Jackson at one point, was let me stop.
The other white Michael Jackson.
He transversed. He traversed across on many lines, Mr. Michael.
You saying Mike was the first transmission?
Pause. What?
Wow. So Jay-Z, he went up and he won his award, the Dr. Dre Award. What was that award called?
Yeah, I was trying to remember it earlier.
Global Impact Award.
Yes.
So Jay-Z took the time out. There's actually a couple of things I wanted to talk about, but I know the more popular thing is now about Jay-Z's speech being compared to Kanye and what he did to Taylor Swift all those years ago.
Well, what did you want to talk about?
One thing that's being brought up, and there's this girl, her name is it Fantastic Frankie or Frankie Fantastic? I forgot her name. But she's she basically spoke about Jay-Z's about how Jay-Z was standing 10 toes down, standing on business for his woman, black women, and this is a good example of how black women should be protected, right? But people were saying, oh, the way that Kanye did it was the same way Jay-Z did it, but that's not true. Literally, Kanye went up on stage, grabbed the mic from Taylor Swift, and basically disrespected Taylor Swift altogether.
I mean,
right, which shouldn't be the case. Jay-Z used his speech as kind of like a sacrificial lamb to kind of say, I'm not going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about the fact that Beyonce is the most decorated artist. However, she still ain't get her just desserts as she should be getting her just desserts. And I feel like there's a problem with that. And he went as far as say it's not just her. There's other people who are in a category that shouldn't be in the category.
My bad,
there's people
when I get nervous.
It should be winning and they're not winning. And there's people who's in the category that shouldn't be in the category.
Some of you are gonna get robbed tonight.
Kyle, you froze up. Oh man, the Recording Academy has frozen
They're
Kai.
stepping in. The Grammys, the Grammy
no.
overlords.
Well, just to piggyback off what he said,
Yeah.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
I know what I'm gonna say.
I was waiting for him to finish.
I think here's the thing. I think that the difference between him and Kanye didn't have a platform. Jay-Z was given a platform. And once he's given that platform, you can use it however he wants. And that's what he did.
Right. You think Kyle coming back? Nope. Don't look like it now.
Yo, what's crazy is that he's right here.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
Martin.
Helping my wife in that situation. You know what I mean?
Martin.
Martin. Yeah, I just wanted to say that portion of it. But the bigger thing is Taylor Swift is once again, all my feelings are hurt.
Turn off the camera. At least turn off the camera. He don't know that he's on. Turn off the camera.
He don't even know he's not. He's still talking.
Can we call him?
Yeah. Anyway, but give your point of view.
You calling him?
Oh, he's looking.
My point of view is this, man. I kind of agree with Martin. We can't see you. I agree with Martin.
Right. Fantastic Frankie did get me upset at one point because she made this whole comment about the fact that but this is back with Jonathan Majors and stuff like that, like on some like he's like legit guilty and stuff like that. And she was really defending it in the comments and like kind of getting at some people for defending him. Meanwhile, she really didn't know the depth of what he was going. So she got me a little tight with that. But I do think she's right in this regard as well. This is a great opportunity. This is a great instance of how to, defend your woman with class.
Let me ask you a question though.
And truth as well. Yeah.
I wish Kyle was here. I want to ask it with him here.
So wait for him to be here.
So we just sit in silence?
No, we're not gonna sit in silence. I have things to say.
Okay, go ahead. Man,
I don't think that Jay-Z. I don't think that Kyle leaves and you're like, oh no, Daddy's gone.
Whoa, yo, come on, man. Like, that's not funny, dogs. That's weird. That was crazy. Now I don't want to hear you. Now I got nothing. Now you got to talk to yourself. How I take myself off stage? How do
you press remove? Anyway, this don't bother me. So yeah, but basically, I don't think this takes off anything from Taylor Swift. The issue is Jay-Z is not mad at Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift and Beyonce don't have any issues. They're not like another Meg and Nicki or anything like that. That's not what's going on. I mean, if anything, you saw nothing but love when Taylor Swift was releasing her movie earlier this year. Beyonce showed up to the premiere. They took pictures together and everything. And apparently Taylor Swift has said that Beyonce has been like a huge motivator for her, has been someone that she could rely on, things like that. So it seems like Beyonce's like helped her in her career in certain ways. So it's not even that. People are getting like, and that's the thing about fans, and this isn't at Taylor Swift, this is at fans. Fans get so emotional and so attached. Like, look at the Barbs, right?
Oh,
like,
I think that's just generation the most. I think this generation takes it all very personal.
Yeah, and you know what? It might. I don't know if you could probably speak to this on a more international type of level, but I feel like it's an American thing too. We take sides. 100%. We take sides, and it's ingrained. You see it because it's ingrained into our political culture. We have only two parties.
Trevor Noah spoke on it. They asked Trevor Noah was one of the differences that he's seen from the U.S. once he left, because he left again. And he was like, well, he was in England. It was like, what's weird is in America, you vote for a politician and then you root for him. You can see no wrong for the politician you voted for. You're just gonna root like it's a team. Like, yeah, let's go. whatever name 2024, whatever it is, whoever you want, that person could do no wrong in your eyes. And in
Right.
England, it's the opposite. You vote for somebody and then you criticize him. You go, why did I vote for him? He don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's a very American thing to sit there and take a side and then feel very personalized. We do it with sports. We
Yeah.
do it with celebrities. We do it with politics.
I think it's been something that's been ingrained into our culture. We don't even realize it. It's always an us versus them. Always.
You
You know,
killing
like
somebody over G Unit and Murder Inc., right? Like back in the days when it
yeah,
was going to war over G
yeah.
Unit and Murder Inc.
I
Like,
mean, go even further back into like the founding of this country. You had certain people that would look at
oh yeah,
other,
let's
you
compare
know,
G Unit and Murder Inc. to
cultures
founding
and
the culture.
yeah,
Yeah.
other races and stuff like that, and be like, yo, they're taking all our jobs and stuff like that. We got to find a way to take them down because it's always us versus them. It's always this mindset of scarcity and all that stuff. So there's not enough to go around. So I have to take you out to make sure I get mine and hold on to mine. And that's what the fans do. They do this, and that's what Taylor Swift's fans are doing. It's not even a Taylor Swift issue. It's her fans, you know.
Yeah.
Because what Jay-Z did had nothing to do with Taylor Swift. He is talking about an issue with the Grammys, the corporation of the Grammys.
Yeah,
How
people
can you give
was mad, and it's funny you say that. People was mad, and they took offense as Taylor Swift when you're not Taylor Swift.
exactly? It's like on behalf of Taylor Swift, we're offended. Like it's like, bro, no one invited you into this conversation. No one's talking to you. Taylor Swift walked away with another album of the year. All right, fine. But you don't find it weird that Beyonce has the most album Grammys, but doesn't get an album of the year? How does that make sense? Make it make sense, because it doesn't. It does not. You can't. You lose.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how I feel. Martin, welcome back.
Yo, sorry about that.
Phone died.
My phone is dead.
All good.
I wonder if I could. But I'm guessing y'all kind of completed that. So we want to move on.
Well, my question was going to be: Does an artist of Beyonce's caliber, you know, regardless of race, does an artist of Beyonce's caliber really need protecting?
No, I don't think so. But I also think that if protection is offered, she wouldn't mind it, especially from her husband.
Yeah, I don't think it's even. I wouldn't even say like needing protection and all that.
I don't
stuff.
think he needed to do this though, to be honest.
You think it was overkill?
No,
unnecessary?
No, because I guess from a legacy point of view, you want the album of the year from the Grammys. But y'all the Carters. You guys are Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, I mean, how bad you need that album of the year?
I don't even see it as
You're like
something that
hip-hop's
they
royalty.
need. I don't even see it as something that they need. I think that they're using their power and status to call out something that's wrong and something that needs to change.
How often we gonna keep asking these guys for accolades? Like I told you, the Killer Mike thing, man. Killer Mike, for me, he was a little too happy to win these white people awards.
Yo, leave that man alone, bro. Like,
but it's the same thing about Jay. Like Jay, we talking about black empowerment, black entrepreneurship, black billionaires. You really need that award from a white institution? Do you really though?
No, but you need to call out the white institution and tell them that they're doing wrong because they keep giving album of the year to this white girl instead of giving it to Beyonce.
Of course they will. We in a white America.
Right. So now he's gonna use his status, getting the award for, what did he get the award? World Impact or something like that. And he's gonna make an impact. That's what he's gonna do. I salute him for it. I salute it completely, 100%. Because you got the Harry Styles and the Taylor Swifts walking away with this joint all the time. You know what I mean? So, and there is a difference. There is a difference. Album of the Year is one of the highest awards that you could get as an artist. So there's a difference, bro. To me, at least.
I don't know. I feel like if Rock Nation had a Rock Nation brunch where they gave pre-awards to the Grammys, it would mean more to me to get a Rock Nation brunch award than a Grammy.
It would mean more to me to get a Rock Nation brunch invite than
Yep, that too.
than an invite to the Grammys. Like, you know what I mean?
That
I'd be
too.
more excited about
I mean,
that
yo,
than going to the Grammys.
although I went back and I revisited Killer Mike's acceptance, and he was like the 9-year-old in me, the one who wanted to make music. The 9-year-old in me is making backflips. And if it's that, I get the excitement for the Grammys because you come in this game and you make music, and that's the accolades you want. It's the platinum record and the Grammy.
Bro,
You want the platinum record, and you want the Grammy.
song performance and album. After he's been doing this for 30 years, let that man live. Let him dance on stage. Let him have that. Especially because he got arrested right after.
But your white people awards don't define me.
Facts. They don't define Drake. He's still flying
They don't.
helicopters.
What?
He's
They don't though. Like if we being honest, the Grammys don't dictate how important Nicki was to the culture, how important Drake was to the culture.
100%. 100%. We got Shalon in here. Let's see. I think it's more of the principle of the systemic problem that runs through these awards. Jay-Z and others are shining a light on something that needs to change for those coming next. Right. Because who's to say that this won't happen to his own daughter? You know what I mean? He might be looking at it that way. Like he's bringing the next generation in. You know, like I'm not trying to have it be the same way it is now for her. No, it needs to be better. It needs to be better for all artists.
I love
Yeah,
knowing
good
that
point,
Jay-Z
Shalon.
gets anxiety, like how I get anxiety. When he said, "Look at Blue sitting there looking at me," I was like, "Sir, she's standing."
Yeah.
But you know what? I was arguing with Shay about this, and I feel like I'm more on Kano's side on this as well. At some point, you don't even if it's let's throw the race thing to the side, and let's just say the Grammys wasn't really racist or whatever. You're not happy about the way that they vote for awards. You think it's a politics thing, and it's not necessarily based on merit and skill and different things like that. There's something wrong with the math ain't mathing, right? Like that was his point. Like him creating, like they're both billionaires in their own right. I think if they were to get a divorce and it was like an amicable divorce, I think they both walk away billionaires, if I'm not mistaken. Why can't they put their money together and create their own award show? Why can't they? What's stopping them from doing that? And I get the concept of that. When we include the racism part, yeah, we should still be fighting because whether you like it or not, the Grammys is gonna forever be the staple of the powerhouse of like awards.
Honestly,
when we was coming up, that's what we were looking for. We had a song called Grammy Family.
Yeah, but honestly though,
we wanted to get award. We wanted to get the gramophone. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, we're gonna fight the power that is the Grammys. But at the same time, while we're fighting that, we could also fight on another front by creating our own version of the Grammys. Don't gotta be black only. It could be inclusive, even to the likes of Taylor Swift. But we change the voting system up. We do something different.
I would like it to be, yeah. But like yes, that's I think that's it.
Yeah.
No, because I got lost a little bit, but then he said it is you make it a little bit more transparent and you put people who understand what they're listening to vote.
Right.
Like,
and don't let it be swayed by politics like, oh, they got me a free trip to Six Flags or something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my whole
No, but that's what that vote be like. It'd be like the head of Atlantic. The head of Atlantic is looking, do I vote Taylor? Do I vote Beyonce? And you go, well, who performed for my festival?
It's like this is gonna be a very weird analogy, and I know I'm good for my weird analogies.
Crack rocks?
Wow, it's like John Wick, and there's like a so there's this thing that all the assassins follow called the Continental. Like I guess you could say that's their home quarters or whatever, right? Now they have a set of rules that they got to follow no matter what. There's people who can get swayed, but those people who get swayed, they often get killed by the people of the table or whatever the case may be. Like, right? Am I saying the things right, Live? This is
Yeah.
If you're on the table, you enforce the rules, make sure that everything is clear cut, no matter what the situation may be, right? So yeah, we shouldn't let in the same right. We should at least have like record execs and people that are who knows music really really well to a point where they won't get swayed by the pomp and circumstance, by the frills and the flowers of what people. Oh, look, I'm swaying you to do this. If you give me this Grammy, I will make sure your child is cured of cancer. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, but don't let that be the end
He
all.
did say it was a John Wick analogy.
He did.
So my whole point is that we need to make sure that.
Hold on, I think that was a John Q. I feel like
that was John Q.
No, the analogy is over with the John Wick. I'm saying like the Continental, they have clear cut rules that everybody must follow. So in the same right, this award ceremony that Jay-Z could make, he could get people like, oh, listen, don't get swayed by the flowers. Like, you only care about the music. You dissect the music.
And it feels good when they get it right. It feels good. Like in 1994, when The Source gave Nas Lyricist of the Year over Biggie, it felt right. Like it felt like that was the right. When you get it right, it feels like the right decision.
Right.
And you get to carry that on forever. Unfortunately, the Source Awards folded, but like that particular award, perfectly given. It was right. It was the right award to give, and when you get it right, it's right. Kind of like how they kind of got it right with Killer Mike this time. They just don't have a history of getting it right, so they're not really credit. They don't have that. Hey, you lose. That's the other thing too. You lose credibility every time you get it wrong.
Yeah,
because they don't have that credibility right now. The young kids don't respect it because they've gotten it wrong for so long.
Yeah, and then you have these people that have high platforms, whether it be Drake or Jay-Z or something like that, that are every year they trash the Grammys every year.
And the ones who know, who are in the know, always know. And I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you can't fool Drake and Jay-Z and Beyonce as to who won album of the year.
Right.
They heard album of the year. They know who got album of the year.
Yeah.
You're not going to fool. You can fool me and you to a lesser degree. And you can definitely fool the people who don't pay attention to the music industry. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to fool the people who know. You know what I'm saying? And to that point, I do believe, man, we should really have our own award system. One that we should come together. You know who should be picking album of the year? It should be the people who made album of the years before. Like, I'm very comfortable if Kendrick is voting. I'm very comfortable if Drake is voting, if Yasin Bey is voting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like honestly we could literally like Jay-Z has experience already in putting in the work of making Super Bowl halftime shows amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already has experiences doing that. You know, like just do it, Jay. Just don't complain no more. You don't have to and as a smack to the face, do it on the same day as the Grammys. Let's see. You invite all the big wigs and the big heads to come to the Grammys. I mean to your award show. And
Kyle, my fault, but give me one moment.
All right. And do the same thing. If whoever else might be chatting with me, they can do the same. The Grammys can do one side, and they can invite these people, and then Jay-Z's awards show can invite the same people. Who goes to the who will go to those? Because Jay-Z's not the only one that complained. And it's not just black people. There's other white people that do that. That's true. The NAACP Awards is definitely one that we have. But I feel like, but like I said, I don't want it to be just like only black people or whatever the case may be. Like it could be everybody, but it's just fair for the music, fair for the it's fair for the musician, fair for the artist. Like people, like for instance, Kanye West was angry that Beck won Album of the Year over him. I forgot. I think it was Graduation. Was that the album that was up against Beck? And he was really angry at Beck. He was really angry at the fact that Beck won. But then he listened to Beck's album, and then Kanye was like, "Okay, I see why I won."
Wow, I missed that. That happened? I didn't even know.
Like, all right, I see it. I feel you. I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like, so when I think about that, when I think about having an award show, like somebody that's like a Kanye that will listen to it, will put his feelings aside, listen to the album for what it is, and be like, okay, there's people like that, like the fact that there's people like Prince. I think Prince was on that list of people that hasn't won Album of the Year. But every guitarist would tell you that Prince can rip them in a guitar one-on-one. Prince is that good of and that's not the only instrument he plays.
Yeah.
He probably plays top tier guitar, but everything else he's a musician for everything. So everything that every piece of instrumentation that's probably on his on some of his songs is probably only him. And you mean to tell me that he ain't win Album of the Year? Or at least more than one Album of the Year? He worked really hard on that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. I don't know what Jay's gonna do. I'm sure that they've thought about that. I'm sure that they've been suggested that before. They have the power to do it. I guess they may want to just focus their efforts and energy in other places. Because I do think that they have plans that we're not even aware of. I think they got like plans where in like 10 years, like I wonder the influence, because they have all the power to do it, and I just hope that they continue to make that impact. I hope they make a bigger impact, to be honest.
What is
even outside of shows and stuff like that. Oh, it's my brother's. Original People with Finger.
That's right. But with that being said, people getting snubbed, people getting robbed because of the show business. We move on. It's Monique's turn to talk, right? So,
Monique has an apostrophe after the I too.
I think there should be. I think I did it wrong. To be quite honest. Do I still have it right here? There we go. I can fix it right now. So, as I'm fixing it, Monique,
you might be right. I don't know how she specifically spells it.
Let me make sure I got it right. Yeah, no, you had it right. So yeah, Cat Williams is out here. Cat Williams has started something that I guess in the comedic world, that is like, yo, I'm gonna go on Club Shay Shay and Shay my way up the ladder.
He said it on his joint too. He was like, "Oprah gonna be coming up in here next. You just watch."
Yeah, he ain't playing.
And sure enough, Oprah was here in a way.
In a way, yeah, you're right. She wasn't in a way. But here's the thing. Monique has been talking about this for a long time.
That's
She
something
has
that a
been
lot of people aren't even aware of.
she has been talking about this over and over and over and over and over again. And um and now this has she has gotten more steam in her engines, and more like she got the battery in her back even more because Taraj P. Henson is coming out talking like, yo, what's up? I'm not getting paid as much as my male counterparts are getting paid for a movie. And now she feels like, she was at that point where it's like I'm breaking down. I don't know what to do. And she feels like she's being slighted as a woman, maybe as a black woman. And Monique is like, girl, I've been saying this since day one, but y'all ain't want to hear me. So now here she goes. Now Cat Williams is on here talking flagrant about a bunch of other people. Monique is like, okay, my turn now. Let me go on Club Shay Shay and let's talk about it. So first of all, did you see the whole show?
I've been meaning to watch this joint. I was like, I wonder how long this joint is. And then I saw it was like just as long as Cat Williams' joint. I was like, yo,
And
I need to
love
plan
Monique.
3 hours.
I love Monique, but it wasn't half as entertaining. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Cat Williams,
it was
he
dry.
set the bar high for entertainment.
Too high.
When it comes down to telling the truth.
Yeah, this man said he was reading 3,000 books in a year. Yeah,
he was like, Simone, you gotta lie on yourself. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to skyrocket, you gotta lie on yourself sometimes. But just for like, I have the list here of all the people that and I can literally break down maybe almost all of them because I saw most of it and I already know what Monique's rhetoric is. I already know what she's talking about, and I 100% agree with her.
So you've been peeping this for a minute with her.
Listen, man, Alexandra knows show business really well. Shout outs to my wife. All right, so we're gonna start with Oprah. So Oprah, so you guys understand, like, there's like Oprah's in the show business, in the movie business or whatever, right? So Oprah has been like actively just like ever since Monique had put out her movie, not her movie, but the movie Precious, and like she made her staple as like she can actually really act really well. She's just not comedy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Oprah, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry. That's been like the top 3 people that she has been having a problem with because they would blackball her. They would say that she is difficult to work with. They would say she like certain roles she shouldn't have, certain things like that. Like will blackball her. But Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry, they're kind of like the darlings of black cinema. You know what I mean? I mean, like maybe not Lee Daniels anymore, but definitely Tyler Perry and Oprah. Like they're the black darlings of black cinema right now. You know what I mean? So so Monique, for years, since this movie has been coming out, she's been wanting to Oprah. She's been wanting to do things, but Oprah would be there to kind of swat down the idea. She would try to give opportunities to speak to Oprah, and Oprah would not speak to her on these facts. You know what I mean? Like whether it's like for the like maybe there's like a movie that she wants to get in and she knows she can get into it. For whatever reason, Oprah will be there, and if Oprah has something to do with it, Oprah will cut it out. And for whatever reason, Oprah has this according to Monique, Oprah has this unhealthy obsession with like just basically trying to bring down Monique. Monique has been for quite some time trying to kind of like redress the issues, and she would basically say, "Listen, I need to talk to you about this, and this." Oprah say, "Okay, let's talk about it." But then there'll be stipulations. One of those stipulations is, I don't want your husband to be in the conversation when we're talking. Monique's manager is her husband. That's when things get a little dicey. Yes. So that's when things get a little kind of like when we trending in murky waters. But she wants her manager there. She wants her man to be there. They want to be in solidarity. That's just what it is. But Oprah doesn't want that. So because that's something that Monique wouldn't move on, Oprah says, "Well, I'm not talking to you." Lee Daniels is another person that it is also a financial thing too, where she wasn't getting the right amount of money, being that she is a black actor, and also according to her, is also not only a black thing but also a weight thing. She's a big woman. She doesn't get she doesn't get much roles, and the roles that she does get, she's not getting paid as much as like the beautiful light-skinned actors, aka your Sanaa Lathams or people like that. Sorry. So that comes down to Lee Daniels. What's up? What's going on with Lee Daniels? Why he blackballed her to miss out some roles for her. Tiffany Haddish has said some things about Monique. And one thing about Monique is she ain't letting things slide anymore because she believes in respect. You're gonna respect me. I feel like the Tiffany Haddish thing, like Tiffany Haddish said something about Monique, which caused her to miss out on certain opportunities, comedy wise. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's you. I thought that was Cano. And also Tyler Perry has been standing in solidarity with Oprah. Lion Gates has been standing in solidarity with Oprah, not wanting to say anything crazy or whatever. Toward not always saying something crazy about Monique. DL Hughley, DL Hughley. So there was a radio show that DL Hughley has. I think he still has it. I'm not too sure. Monique was on that show, and they got her all comfortable and nice or whatever. And this is one of those times where her husband was not there. And they said, "Oh, hey Monique, let's play a game. Let's play a little game." They're like, okay, sure. And it was like, "Yeah, let's play a game of Would You Rather." It's like, okay, fine. She was like, "Would you rather your husband sleeps with Lee Daniels so you can get your roles, or would you rather him sleep with Tyler Perry or something like that?" He said. They said to her, and she said, "Wait, hold on. What is this?"
That's kind of wild.
She was like, "I feel like I'm being slighted here," or whatever.
That's weird.
So then she goes, and DL Hughley wasn't there at the time. It was just DL Hughley's crew. So she calls DL up like, "Yo, what's up with that? Why are they doing that?" DL Hughley responds, it's fun and games, and that's it. And I'm not changing nothing. Like, that's just what it is. She said, "Okay, so that's how you roll. Okay, I know that's how you move. So that's how you move." So now there was a couple of comedy shows that she was supposed to do on tour, and DL Hughley was the headliner, and DL Hughley was supposed to open up for her. DL Hughley dropped out of two of them, and on the last show, he decided she was supposed to go on set at 9. She was supposed to go up on 9:40 for her set. DL Hughley comes in at like 9:35 talk about, oh, I'm ready to do my set. And she was like, yo, yeah, like mad disrespectful. So Monique went up, and instead of her, and apparently this is like an infamous thing, like everybody knows, like they didn't get their money's worth because Monique didn't do any jokes. All Monique did was complain about the industry and complain about DL Hughley and everybody like that, and just started wilding out and just started going off on people. And so in that whole situation with DL Hughley and her, ever since then, it's been bad blood between the both of them. Taraji P. Henson, not much. There's no beef with them per se. It's just it was a difference in opinions. Because Taraji at first said, "Oh, if I just try hard enough and I get that one role, I'll be able to get. I'll be able to get paid as much as any of my male counterparts in the movie." And Monique was like, "Yo, by the time that ever happens, we'll all be dead." And Taraji's like, "Oh, if that's what you think, then whatever, that's what you think." And now here she comes complaining about the same thing that Monique was complaining about years ago, about how women are not getting enough money, Black women are getting even less money to do certain things, and how that's not fair. And she's running this campaign, and now people are building up steam behind Taraji P. Henson. But when Monique did it, no love.
Crickets. Yeah.
Love has been non-existent. And her reasoning behind it is because she's Black, and she's Black, she's a woman, and she's fat.
There's also the delivery to it. I think it's the way she delivered her.
Oh, right. And there's also she also names names. Like some of these people, they won't name names. Like Taraji P. Henson probably won't name Oprah's name, but Monique will. And Monique will not only will do that, she will also add insult to injury on top of that. You know what I mean? So it sounds horrible.
Sheesh. Okay. Oh, you got a clip?
This is a clip you sent us.
Watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer when I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, when I said it.
Why did they get the traction when you said it, when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big, fat, Black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it.
All right. So, fellas, what y'all got to say about it?
I'm glad that she's able to talk. Cat Williams really rolled out the red carpet. But yeah, it seemed like she didn't come on some with the tea. It feels like she's coming through with more of these are you're not gonna walk away wondering I wonder if she really did read the $5,000 in a year. You're gonna walk away on some nah, this sounds legit.
Yeah, I'll say this.
It's grounded,
To Joe's point, there was a lot of times in Cat's interview where I was like, my man's a little unhinged. Monique, I didn't watch all of it. I really only seen highlights. Looks very composed. Looks like everything, all her faculties are in order. And she knows what she even brought receipts. When she talks about them blowing up the trailer, she showed us that video of the trailer being blown up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, These is real receipts. You know, not
They
the
blew
Harvey
the
Weinstein try
trailer?
to, not the Harvey
Yeah.
Weinstein try to, not that receipt, the real receipt. So I feel like this one, yeah, a lot of composure, a lot of what's the word I'm looking for here? Sanity. It felt sane. It felt like you calling out, but on a healthy. Like I believe, her story with Oprah, believable. It's a very believable story that Oprah would be like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna pay you for something that I feel like you should do without payment."
Mm,
That's a very believable. The Tyler Perry story where Tyler Perry claps his hands and everybody get about the room. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, these are very what is the word I'm looking for, man? It's a word that where it's the way she says it, where it's just like you don't doubt it. Oh, genuine. It feels genuine. It feels
authentic.
genuine and sincere. And 10 years ago when she kicked it off, I don't think maybe I wasn't ready for the message, but I thought she was a little unhinged. You know what I mean? She would take the phone and she would put it out and she'd be like, "For my protection, honey, for my protection." And you'd be like, what the why you streaming for? They not okay with you at Power 105? You know, but you know what I'm saying? This time around, all I felt was sincerity and genuineness, bro. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel that way as well. Like I said, I didn't I think I've only seen that clip, you know what I mean? But that alone just gives me a sense of like wow, like she's very different. And I think it's something to say because Kyle Martin go, bro, no.
Names are hard.
Um Martin he said that, like it's nowhere near as funny or entertaining as Cat Williams. And it's just like on some like, you know what? She came for the platform. She didn't come to like entertain y'all. You know what I mean? She didn't come to do what Cat did, you know? As much as it might seem that way. And when I saw it a few days ago, it already had like 5 million views, you know? So she's getting the word out there for sure.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp too, man. Club Shay Shay. I saw some people try to throw some shade at him after the Cat Williams stuff. I didn't like that. I don't like that. I believe everybody should be able to run their platform and give people a voice, whether you
Yeah,
agree with it or not. What's his
yeah.
face? I think D-Ray. Was it D-Ray that
D-Ray
came at him?
Davis.
Might have been D-Ray. Where he said he been asking me to go up
Yeah.
there. It might not be D-Ray. I can't
Yeah.
remember who it was. But it was like I told him no, Medea. And I was like, man, that's kind of, I ain't like that. Shannon don't really bother nobody like that for you to like come at
Yeah.
him. He ain't do nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
The interview's up to 9.3 million.
And one of the other things that people was having beef about is how Monique's husband operates and how she allows him. Like she calls him she kind of it's almost to me, I mean, like I feel like to other people they see it as like Monique is his slave of some sort, or like
What did she
or
call
like
him,
his
Kyle?
puppet
What did she call him?
daddy. Daddy, that's what she calls him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She does that not like oh hey you call daddy in sexual encounters, I guess, but but this is like at the Breakfast Club, Hot 97. Like you like, which want me to talk about, daddy? Weird stuff like that.
I do get cult leader vibes from that. The way she talks about her man.
Yeah, I get it, but I also feel like there is a level of. I feel like with her being on the chopping block a lot, I feel like she strategically puts her husband out there for that fact. Like, listen, like I respect my marriage. Like, you're not gonna tell me that I don't respect my marriage.
The video is up to 9.3 million views in 3 days.
It's getting there
I didn't
because
realize.
it's but Taraji definitely put a lot of what you call it. She definitely has put the battery in the back for Monique. But also I feel like people are now listening. Oh, Tyler Perry is a jerk. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, this person like so it's all coming to head. You know what I mean? And I guess it's only a matter of time and stuff like that. You know, and there's ain't no lies being told, unlike these rappers out here in these streets.
Yo, good job.
Boom, roasted.
Golf clap. Boom, roasted.
Yo, we got to figure out a way how to cut these videos because we are content bombs.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do exactly that.
Forward, just right at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
So, did y'all see this? Because I've only seen clips from this interview. Because sometimes Russ just rubs me the wrong way.
I haven't seen. I don't know anything about this one.
I feel like Russ is an incredible example of independence in hip hop, but I feel like because he's that, he feels like he's more of an authority figure in hip hop than he actually is. I mean, you know, maybe I'm bugging. You know, I don't know. It could just be me. I don't know. It's just this particular one. Schultz has a podcast. Andrew Schultz. Akash Singh is part of it. He got his boy Alex Media on there, and they got I forget the white boy name, the other white boy. He's from Florida. Man, he funny too, man. He probably the funniest on that podcast.
This is not Brilliant Idiots. This is not Brilliant Idiots.
No, this is Flagrant 2. This on Flagrant 2. And they got Russ as a guest, and they asked Russ. I was kind of explaining it to Joe, so I guess I'll just re-explain it when he come back. He comes on as a guest, and they ask him about lying, and they compare it to comedy, right? No,
something
like
comedy.
Yeah, and he was like, well, the allure to hip hop is that they're not lying, and Alex Media kind of pushes back, and it's like, well, rappers aren't lying, and he was strong on his stance that people believe that raps are true, and that's what rap is predicated on. And I gotta say, man, I got a strong opinion on this, but Martin, maybe there's something you want to add. Maybe you want to give your perspective.
I do think that I know Russ probably rubs you the wrong way, but I kind of agree with Russ a little bit. If you're really not if you're really not about that life and you rap about it, like that's wild, bro. Like I feel like that's wild. Like you are encouraging a whole generation of people to do certain things that you would never do. Like I feel like there was an interview. I think they mentioned this interview too about Future and how Future don't really do lean, or he really don't do those things. But he talks about it in his songs like that, like as if he does lean. And now people who rock with Future, at the very least, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I believe it," and at the very worst, they may want to do lean and think that that's what they need to do to get their to get their music to sound better or whatever the case may be. You're encouraging a generation of kids to do things that you would never do, and it's true. But I also agree with the fact that it's your music. You have the license to create however you want to create. You could create a facade, a character that does lean and things like that, or does drugs or mollies or whatever. Like we have like for me, I feel like I should have the freedom even though I never done lean or Molly or any of those things, to maybe create a character that could do that in one of my songs and utilize that to my advantage to get a message across that I want to come across.
Also, if you just want to make music that appeals to people who do lean, you have that artistic freedom.
You do. I like while I feel
What a
like that's
statement.
wrong, I do agree with the fact that you have the creative license to do it.
Can I give you my
Like,
wild thing?
like art is art, and I feel and I agree with that when Schultz was saying this. Art is art, and whoa, what is that?
You right there, buddy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think I heard you crunching on something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yo, I spent the day in the hospital yesterday. My leg, I did not sleep well.
Yes.
I got a bad cut yesterday, y'all. I got
You're ruining the
13
segment.
stitches in my leg. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's only 2 people. So
I just want them to know why I look like this right now. That's it.
you want all 2 people to know that. It's all good.
So
for the cut up, bro.
I want to give my little opinion here though. Like I feel like, and Kyle, you might disagree here. But I feel like when Russ speaks, it's kind of like somebody from outside the culture speaking a little bit. And it's like,
oh, I don't really rock with Russ like that.
Okay, cool. because the young thug thing comes up, I think, or when we talk about Young Thug, people be like, "Is it real? Is it not real?" Which listen, as yo, maybe it is real, maybe it's not real, but we still, as rappers, need plausible deniability, man. When Young Thug is telling you it's not real, you know what he means. Stop trying to jam. He's in a real situation. Stop trying to jam him up with whatever mental gymnastics you try to do for content. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, listen, Young Thug stands for whatever he wanted. Thug Life stand for whatever he wanted to stand for. You know? Slap, chosen children of Jesus, whatever he wanted to stand for is what it stands for. And also, like, I think if you was from the culture and you could talk to old heads, they speak about this. They're on record. They're on record talking about this. Where nobody really believed the rappers like that. Like it represented, it was a reflection of what was going on in the neighborhood, but nobody looked at NWA and went, "Oh yeah, all of them is the wildest dudes in LA." And some of them was about their business. You know, Eazy-E was known to be from Compton and from his hood and whatever. But Ice Cube wasn't really the reality, but there was always people around who was reality. But there wasn't no fixation. It's no real fixation on being real and not real for real, for real. Maybe to us as the fans, maybe to us as the consumers who are watching, who he does say the majority of consumers is white people, is white dudes.
Yeah.
Maybe to them it's like WWF, WWE. Maybe. But nobody really, I mean, I don't know, I could be bugging. Because you listen to the rappers and they talk, and they all was shocked when Biggie and Pac died. Why? Because then it became real. Because that's the moment this thing right here became real to them. And you're like, oh, bodies could drop behind hip hop. You know what I mean? And that's not to say these guys don't come from wild environments. You know, they all probably do it down to the MC Hammer, man. Like MC Hammer ain't nothing to play with. I think when it comes to music, I think there's an understanding. Like nobody thought that for real. I don't think anyone thought that 50 was the most gangster dude in New York. Even though that's a terrible example because he went to war with real street dudes. I don't think no one thought that Ja Rule. I don't think anyone thought when Ja Rule was like every thug need a lady. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, he the most gangster dude from New York. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could be wrong. But that's just my perspective for people from within the whatever, within the culture, within the neighborhoods, within the inner cities. I don't think people was really idolizing them for life. I think it's entertainment value.
But I also gotta take in consideration how far you willing to go with that. I feel like you know, when you're talking about, you know, like Ja Rule, I think in that same song, he said, I get them drugged up on that ecstasy. Like, that's like
Different time,
something that
Kyle.
they
It's
do.
different time.
I get them drugged up on that ecstasy.
But I think to the point is that we kind of like it
or
wasn't
like
until
the, or
drill.
like the rape culture back then too. Like that was the I don't know if we're gonna get kicked off of that, but the
Okay.
R word culture,
This is your conversation now.
huh?
This is your conversation now.
And I was like, I am not touching that with a
I don't
10-foot
want
pole.
to. I don't want.
Like,
It's
how
so
far are we willing to go with that?
that
How
R
far are we willing
culture
to say?
is
Well,
so mixy, and if you listen to the songs from back, I'm not ready to open that can of worms, man. Everybody's that yo when
pretty
I
bad.
don't know when. I hope that when it happens, it happens in the very. I don't know what kind of way. It's going to be a lot of backlash and collateral damage when we open that can of worms in this genre. I
agree. I agree. But Live, you have something to say.
Well, I think when that happens, that's a situation that where hip hop is going to find itself where, where we're now being held accountable for the things that we've actually said and put in our music. Our forefathers in this are going to be held accountable, and I think it's going to be rough. But I don't know when that, like you said, is going to happen. The first hip hop songs that came out were fantasies. It was talking about not just what is, but about like, I'm rolling around in this type of car. And, the hip hop pioneers have admitted they didn't have that type of car, but they were expressing a place that they wanted to be in.
And if you
I
was
mean,
from the culture, you knew rappers was getting robbed. They wasn't really the gangsters. I think you knew that. Like the real 50 Cent was out here robbing rappers. I think LL got stuck by him probably. I
yeah.
can't remember.
I believe it was LL. Yeah. So yeah, like it wasn't. So I don't know. I used to hold a lot more value in the truth and honesty and stuff like that, but I do agree with you, Martin. I think that there is a certain line that a lot of hip hop is not willing to accept. And it's just not. It's not just hip hop. It's other music genres also. But I think it's very notorious, much more notorious, no pun intended, in hip hop than in other genres of music. And the influence is much stronger in hip hop than any other genre of music. So I do feel like there should be amongst these artists like a point where they're like, all right, I've gone far enough. We're done with that.
But or how
Time to
about
try
this?
something different.
Or how about this? If you never did lean before, or maybe did it once and never did it again, how about you just find another drug that you did that you could that you dabble in,
But
and let's talk about that.
Look, I understand your perspective because it's damaging. It's like you're influential and you're not being considerate. Like Joe says, right? With influence comes responsibility, right? So like I get it, I understand it. To your point though, does that mean that we hold every subject accountable? Like, can I talk about only the things I know?
I try my best to talk about only things that you know, and you can even be imaginative of the things that you know as well. Like I know what goes around in my neighborhood, where I used to be in Flatbush. Like I know what that's like. I know I've been around that. I can make a song and be creative about things that I know. And I feel like that's what Russ was saying. Like, yo, the stuff that you know, stick to the stuff that you know and be creative and talk about that. But if you never, I've only held a gun once in my life.
Yeah.
Whatever. I only held a gun once in my life. I'm not gonna talk about, like automatic weapons and AK-47s and all these other things and talk about how I got a whole. I'm not gonna talk about that. That I never had $1 million, but I could tell you, but I could imagine what I do with $1 million, and I could do a song about imagining what I'm
What if
doing.
you got like a nice rhyme scheme going and you like gameplay lit the way my AK spit? Like what if it fits right there?
I'm not. Well, for me, I wouldn't do it. I've had a rhyme scheme where that actually did happen, very similar. I think something about it was. I'm not even gonna say it, but it was bad, and I was like, I never I never frequented a strip club. Never been inside one. I've seen
I
videos
think I
of it,
know the, I think I know the song you're talking about.
but I'm not gonna put it in the song. Now you couldn't have because it's recent. I never even
Uh,
recorded it. It's a verse.
oh my bad.
So yeah, like I'm not gonna bring that up. No way. But anyway, but I know about being at a bashment. I know about being at a bashment. We're having a bashment party. Yeah, all right. Anyway,
For life.
yeah. I know how it sounds in the basement with the subwoofers booming with the reggae, and the rhythms being played. Like I know how that feels. So I'm gonna talk about that. I don't know if Russ ever experienced that, but he shouldn't be rapping about that.
I feel like though, man, how do I so then like okay, perfect example, the locks. When the locks go, they they weigh the work, they use the scales that they used to weigh the whales with. We knew that they didn't, but I like it. Come on, Pusha T don't sell that much drugs.
But that's also a
A
literary.
possibility. He would be in jail.
That's a
Drop him.
hyperbole, isn't that a hyperbole? It's like a literary term that's being
But I
used
like
there.
it. Lie to me how you use the drug connect for all of Virginia. I love it.
That looked like about to fall. Oh, okay.
I stopped it.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Because that would have been hilarious on live. Maybe I should have said. Oh, I shouldn't have said nothing. But yeah, as we
Jay-Z ain't lose no 92 bricks. You know how much 92 bricks is?
Every song I believed happened to that man, Ghostface Killer.
Ain't he get into a shootout with like the Miracles in his car?
Yeah, something like that. I believe it. Or when he get
bro, he got this one song. He got this one song where he talking to his son because he started smashing his son's girl, and he like, son, I did it for you, so you know that she not down for you. And I was
feel like that's the truth, bro. I don't know why, but I really feel like it's the truth. I feel like it's true. He talked about how he saw, like, he shot somebody with a shotgun, and his flesh hit his body or something like that, and he felt the warmth of his body, something like that. He felt, and I was like, first, I don't believe it, but he's very descriptive.
Now that's a man that
actually happened to him. Huh?
That's a man that probably did that actually, because he just knocked himself off the stage.
Yeah, because he keeps falling asleep.
What self-awareness? It's beautiful self-awareness. You know who else I believe when they rap?
Who?
50. I believe everything 50 say. That man been to war with Jimmy Henchman, with Supreme McGriff, and with World from the Star. That's a man that know how to survive.
He's also good at rapping in R&B tracks.
Oh man, you know how you know how I knew 50 was telling the truth? I didn't learn until years later. But I knew 50 was telling the truth when Bimmy from the Supreme team told a story about how 50 ran over back and was like, yo, I ran out of bullets. You think I can borrow some more bullets?
Yo, that's OD, first of all.
You doing something if you ran out of bullets.
You are. Now, R&B rap king. Just live. I wish you was alive right now, because this is your thing. This is what you wanted to talk about. But we're gonna talk about it for you. So I don't know. I guess I think it was on Tank's podcast with Jay Valentine. He spoke. They had a bit of a debate about who would be the king of R&B, like of rap, like the R&B rap collaboration genre. And they got a couple of heavy hitters on here, right? Obviously, I can't play the music, so I'm just going to show you who they
There's
chose.
only this is insane. There's only one answer.
Who's that?
All right, go. I want to let me see where we go, and then I'll tell you who my answer is. There isn't one person in your mind that is the obvious answer.
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mentioned him earlier.
50?
Nah.
No. Who? Jay-Z?
Nah.
Who did you mention?
Ja had 106 in Park on fire with the R&B rap collabos, man. Put It On Me. I mean, we might forget because they took Lil Mo off now, but Lil Mo used to be on that song. Put It On Me, Always On Time. Living It Up with Case. With the joint with Christina Milian, with J-Lo, I'm Real. What else? The down ass chick.
I'm sorry.
The Bobby Brown joint.
I'm sorry. LL Cool J might be able to do that too, though. Like I feel like LL Cool J just has the voice for it. I feel like he didn't have, but I don't think he has enough. But I do. I'm with you though. I'm with you. I like now that you mentioned all these things, maybe Ja, but I just feel like Ja. Maybe it's what 50 did to him, but I just feel like Ja is just a singing songy rapper, man. Like I'm looking for people like Fabulous, bro. Like
he got two. He got two. He got the Baby Girl, I Know Your Situation. That one and the So Into You. I think those two are the ones.
I feel like when you know the words already, I don't know Ja's joints like that, bro. Like
you don't know Always On Time.
Nah. There it is. That's the music video for it.
That's Mesmerized.
Crazy. That's Mesmerized? Oh, yeah, you're right. That's Mesmerized.
I know my murder it's murder.
Wale, don't throw him out. I don't think Wale is.
He got that one joint, though. He got that bad joint. Yeah. That bad joint go crazy. Yeah. Who else?
Drake.
I mean, if what we meant is rappers that could also flip from back and forth from R&B, then yeah. But I don't think he got the R&B features like that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He has R&B.
He's not from that culture. He's not from the time where you had to go grab up the R&B singer for the hook. He's not from that. So he's not going to have
my boy Jada, though. He got hits with Mariah. I think he got like 2 hits with Mariah Carey. He got a joint with Maya, joint with Usher.
He got a joint with Maya.
This is right here.
That's Best of Me?
Literally, we could go shopping.
That's all I'm playing.
I like. All right.
This is that. Who else we got, bro?
Jay got to be one of them too. Actually, now that you just said those names, because you got Fiesta, you got the Best of Me remix with Maya.
J. Cole. That Power Trip was kind of nice.
No, Jay-Z.
No, but J. Cole though, he had that joint with Miguel. I didn't know he had a song with Janet Jackson.
Power Trip was fire.
Power Trip was dope, but I didn't know he had a song with Janet Jackson, bro. That blew my mind. I didn't even know that.
Who else on this list?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
We might have to switch the choices up, bro.
That's a good one.
Yo. Oh
that
my goodness.
Lloyd record? That Lloyd record was fire.
You know, you already
that
know.
Bobby Valentino record? Fire.
I feel like you got songs, but then you got hits. Like my boy had nothing but hits with the R&B heads.
And he even made the sirens go wee wee wee.
Like a cop car. Nah, yo, let's talk about
Who did that? Bobby Valentino?
Yes. Like a cop.
I hope he get paid for that to this day. Because why he made him do that?
Nelly?
What else he got aside from Dilemma?
Yeah, I can't think of it. I can't think of Dilemma. I can't think of that's the only song I know.
I'm going down, baby. Then let it go. That's not the lyrics.
It's R&B though. And then Biggie. Although That was the song that he did with the group Total. I think the group Total.
Yeah,
That's a fire song.
yeah. No Jay-Z on here. Look at that.
That's crazy. There's no Jay-Z.
No Fat Joe either.
Fat Joe would have been a good contest. Good contest. What about Method Man? How you not put Method Man on here? Although it's only one song, but how you not
got that one
on
record.
here?
I like this. I want to think about this. Who
And
are
what
other
about
ones?
DMX? How you not put DMX on here?
Hey, you know who might be a good one, low key?
Who?
Snoop.
Yeah, you might get that because he also got the joint with Justin Timberlake, so he be getting.
I was thinking
Blue Eyes
Beautiful with
too.
Pharrell. He got Beautiful with
the song with
Pharrell.
He got a joint with
I know he got a
Justin.
gang of them with Nate Dogg.
Nah, yo, he can't put Nate Dogg on it. They didn't have 50 Cent on here. Well, 50 Cent don't got. All he got was Olivia.
And Nate Dogg, he got 20 more questions.
LL Cool. Nah, that's crazy.
Fab is actually Fab got a few. Fab got a few, man.
They had the OD debate. They said on a recent episode of Tank's podcast, he and Jay Valentine made a bold claim that Fabulous is the best rapper of all time when it comes to rap and R&B collaboration. He said
I'm not mad at
Fabulous
it.
is the best rapper on R&B. This caused a huge debate in the comments. So let's end it today. Who's the best rapper on R&B? Because looking at this list, we don't think it's an easy win for Fab.
Not putting Jay-Z on his list is bananas though, because that was Jay-Z's early career.
What song outside of the Maya joint? Well, you got the song with Beyonce.
So yeah, Crazy in Love.
And you got Deja Vu.
You also got the joint with Pharrell on the Black album. With Pharrell singing the hook on the Black album, man.
But it gotta be R&B, straight R&B. It can't
that
be
don't
like,
count.
they're R&B singers on their songs. They
that
come
don't
into the
count.
realm of R&B.
That don't count. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe nothing.
And that's why I'm thinking. Like, I can't give it to. I don't know. Like Ja Rule, the only song I can really think about where he really made that transition.
Can I tell you something?
What?
How sick is Styles P that in the era of getting R&B singers to go off on your hook, Styles P went and said, "You know what? I got this great record. It's called My Life. It goes, my rhymes is all I have. My life, my pen, my bad." And they're like, what singer you want on it? And he like, you know the rapper Pharoah Monch? I want him to sing it.
That is kind of shady.
That's the most hip hop thing I've ever heard in my life, man.
But I do feel like
got Life Jennings to do that. Life Jennings would have smoked that joint.
They could have definitely put DMX on that list though.
Who DMX got R&B joints with?
Aaliyah.
Okay.
Oh, but I guess it's just only Aaliyah. Yeah, maybe not DMX, but Method Man. I feel like Method Man should have an option, just because of that Mary J. Blige Method Man collaboration. You're wrong, I need to give up. Nah, yo, that's on people's weddings. That people walk down the aisles to that joint.
And you know that's a sample?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But then again, is that R&B? Is that him walking into R&B or Mary J. Blige walking into hip hop? That's the question.
What do you consider R&B?
What it do? I
What you
took
consider
one
R&B?
look at you, and it was plain to see that you are my destiny. What happened?
What you consider R&B? What's R&B to you? Here's a better question. 50s, 60s, Isley Brothers, Temptations, all that. Is that R&B to you? The Marvel.
I'd say that it's forming into what R&B is what R&B was going to be in the 80s and 90s.
You think R&B was birthed in the 80s? Because to me, Al Green is soul, but it's also R&B. Like Marvin and Al Green.
I feel like
soul, but they R&B. They funk, but they R&B.
But so we gotta break it down. R&B is
that
rhythm and
love and
blues.
happiness? That's R&B, baby.
So we gotta
bet
break
you
it
that.
down. So R&B is rhythm and blues, right? So that's like so what? So there's rhythmic. There's a rhythmic thing that's going on, and also blues, where it also has the what's like the term for blues? Like what's the note? Not you know what I'm talking about? Like the note progression. Or
Oh
the,
yeah, I wouldn't know. I can't be the guy on this conversation. See, I stepped out my lane. I stepped out my
like
depth.
we're talking about Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters did blues,
Yep.
did the blues, and
See,
stuff like
stepped
that.
out my depth. I don't know chords and keys like that. You right.
So
You
I feel
right.
like, so I'm thinking like, if you really think about R&B, you gotta. If you say, yo, what really is R&B? I feel like it's been in motion since blues was conceived, and then they added some sort of rhythmic progression to it that sets it apart from the blues, and now that's what makes it R&B.
Oh, how you feel about my fault? You was talking. I read
No, I'm done though.
How you feel about what the other thing that Russ said on Show's podcast?
I didn't get to hear. What was that?
Hip hop has nothing more to offer. Hip hop has done everything that hip hop could do, and the next genre up might be like another genre, like country. Country needs a star in its time in popdom. Hip hop has been pop since the '90s. Hip hop has been the leading genre since the '90s. It's over 30 years. It's over, baby.
Do I think that there's a time limit? I don't think so. I do.
What about the limitations? It's reached its capacity.
Say it again.
What about the part of limitations? It's reached its capacity. You can't do nothing to hip hop that's never been done before.
I disagree. I feel like there's more to be done. I feel like there's way more. But what I believe is, I feel like we're not taking it seriously enough anymore. And I hate to sound like the old head, but I do think the young heads.
I'll be honest with you. I agree.
Has put a nosedive on it. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's certain things that we, as I won't say we, because I don't consider myself too much of an old head. I feel like I'm an in between type of person, but I do feel like there's a certain thing that the old heads never really considered with the new heads. And you know who was the key, or was the key for that? I feel like it was Kanye West. Kanye West kind of changed a lot when it came down to the sound.
Yo, that's a great, bruh. Yo,
like, for real.
Hold on, let me rephrase that for yo. That's real. Kanye West is the connector between the new generation and the old generation of his time.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
We was just talking about Travis Scott and how he is one of the few people that kind of was heavily influenced by the sound of Kanye. Culturally. But it's not just him; it's a lot of people. Even older R&B, older producers like Ninth Wonder and them, like they do the state. They was looking at Kanye and kind of taking some moves from him too. He's a genius.
Now it's true, and he come from that old school. There's a video of him at Fat Beats in like 1998 rapping, and then Percy P take the mic from him. Like, yeah, my son is like real hip hop. His OG is No ID.
Yeah,
real hip hop, and he is the connect. Then he is the new generation. He is the blueprint to Travis Scott. He is the blueprint to everything that's out here right now. Without 808 and Heartbreaks, there is no Drake. And without Drake, there is nothing when we have.
He really pushed I feel like he pushed the envelope. But I also feel like what the new heads did, they kind of took it, ran with it, and made all of these new sounds that sounds amazing. That sounds wonderful. But they forgot to take the substance and the essence of it, in my opinion.
Even drill.
Yeah.
He put he's the one who made I Don't Like Famous.
Yep. Oh, wow.
I Don't Like Remix.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, yo, Kanye might be more important than I thought, bro.
You probably got to do a deep dive on Kanye, like for real, for real.
He really changed a lot of things.
Like I feel like in all honesty, I feel like these guys took it, and I feel like they didn't take away certain things that was instrumental to hip hop. You like for us, we study this joint, bro. Like I don't really pick up books like that, but I picked up books for hip hop. I don't really watch documentaries too much, but if it's a documentary that has to involve hip hop, I'm looking at that. I'm a student of the craft. I if there's anybody that I'm gonna follow, I'm gonna follow the people who have done it first, and I feel like I need to know that in order for me to be a part of this genre. But I feel like they turned that need into a want.
Yeah, I also kind of agree with you. I feel like we haven't taken it serious, and I haven't found the new age rapper that has all the qualities together as like to my liking. Like La Russell, to me, so much soul. He has so much charisma and soul,
Yeah.
but he lacks the technical ability, right?
Mhm.
Like to me. And then you got like the dudes like the Bennies and the West Side Guns and all them. They technically can rap. I mean, even though to me they're not the most technical. If we go even more underground, like the Billy Woods and the ASAP Rocks, who still keep making music, super
Yeah.
technical. It's just there's no soul in it. It's not music. In some points it's not even music anymore. Now it's just rapidy rap tech music.
Yeah, you just rhyming words together at this point. So I feel like I feel like if you get people who love the craft, who understands like substance and lyricism, and put them together, which is why I feel like Lupe was trying to do. Lupe was trying to do that with Mural. That whole album, I feel like he was trying to go, or Tetsuo and Youth. I think that was the album where he kind of used trap beats. He used the drill beats and all of that, and he tried to like rap over them joints. But it kind of like to me, I feel like it fell on deaf ears because it wasn't it was something missing in that. It was something empty in that.
The guy who figures it out though might be able to bring it back.
And I think when you do bring it back, it's gonna be amazing.
Like Sauce Walker to me. Sauce Walker got that soul. He's a good writer. The technical ability is not there.
There's this other guy. Let me see if I find. I don't remember his name. Is it Akeem Ali?
Oh, I love Akeem Ali.
That dude, right? That dude, he's that dude, right? Huh? Yeah, that's the pimp rapper.
Yeah, I like that dude. He fly.
He fly, but he's also bar heavy, and I feel like he can do that too. He can link those two things together. I feel like J. Cole. I feel like Drake. If he really took the hip hop thing seriously, he could also bridge that gap.
Yeah, I didn't know he made more music, but I was on him when he first dropped Kimi Casanova.
Yeah,
it was an Othello on the beat kind of joint. And he dropped Kimi Casanova and hit my radar, and I put it in my stories, and he liked it. So he was still like not wild popular. I didn't see that this joint got 4.5 million views now. It did not have that when I liked it.
He's on the next level right now. I can't wait to see what he does for hip hop. I can't wait to see it. Him, and we forgot about Simba. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, Simba and Ray Vaughn are my two picks for the new generation that might change the world. Simba and Ray Vaughn.
Ray Vaughn. Oh man, I need to find out like what's going on with him though.
With Ray Vaughn?
Simba. I haven't heard anything from him.
What happened with Simba?
I haven't heard anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
That hurt.
Yeah, I think I highly encourage people to not give up on hip hop. It is a genre that is worth it. Listen, and even if it dies out, I don't think it's ever going to die out because
it takes one.
It's too ingrained. in other genres for it to die out.
And it takes
Too
one.
ingrained in pop. It's too
It
ingrained
takes
in R&B.
one rapper to connect with the youth on
Yes.
a real level.
Agreed. That's it. But I guess as we land the plane, any last words you want to say to any of these topics?
I didn't know I had so much to say on these things.
Me neither. For those who still up watching with us, I see it's two. I don't know if that means it's me and Kano, but
No,
it is two
no.
people.
Because
Okay,
that
so
joint
there's
hit me
two
a few
people that's
times.
watching.
So-
Thank you for rocking with us for 2 hours and 33 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of we had some technical difficulties too. So
Oh,
thank
wait,
you for
wait,
rocking with
wait,
us.
wait. How could I forget? Wait,
Oh, what?
the Times Square, the Venezuelan,
What happened with the Venezuelan
the
Times Square thing?
15-year-old Venezuelan migrant that shot up the store in Times Square.
Oh wow, that happened?
Oh man, hold on, say something to the world. Keep
I did not
talking.
know that that somebody from Venezuela came and shot up the crime is about to be an all-time high, huh?
Hold up, fam. I gotta share this with y'all. How do I share? How do I share something that's not YouTube? Oh, okay. I love that I can't edit this.
You could just click on present, click on share screen, and
So let's look at this together. You see this? Okay.
this is blocking it from Venezuela cries after arrest over chaotic Times Square shooting that injured tourists. Oh, I saw the
Armed
video, but I
endangered-
didn't know why.
Bro, he shot up Times Square.
That's wild. When did he
store.
shoot up Times Square?
A 15-year-old migrant suspected of shooting a tourist and firing at police officer in a
When?
robbery
When?
going wrong in Times Square.
When though?
What? Jesus Alejandro Rivas Figueroa.
Yo, can you hear me though? When?
Come on, son.
Can you hear me, Kano? When? I'll be again.
Oh, when did that happen? 24 hours ago, I think. Yeah, like 2 days
dang.
ago.
Yo, Ian and his wife. You know, Ian and his wife is
How do I stop
is
sharing?
here in New York in Times Square. That's crazy, bro.
I don't know how to can you stop sharing for me? Because my computer froze.
No, you good.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. I guess you can't hear me.
Did it stop sharing?
It did stop sharing. Yeah, it did.
Did it stop
Now
sharing?
it's shared again. Now it's sharing again. Now it's
Like
now
the thing
sharing.
was-
Stop
oh.
sharing again.
Okay. Huh. I guess we land the plane now, huh?
I guess so.
My computer
With
froze.
that being said, what a way
Well,
to
how
end
do you
the what
feel
a way
about
to
that,
end
man?
the night.
How
Can
do
you
you
hear
feel
me?
about that? The migrants? Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
The migrants here. This is the first time I ever heard of the migrant shooting at tourists in the NYPD. Man, what a wild way to go, huh?
That's crazy. What's gonna happen to him?
I don't know, but like,
Well, Shalon said he's gonna get tried. He's gonna be convicted as an adult.
okay. I mean, maybe I hope this paints the picture for the other migrants who came here to do crime, that like we still have an NYPD force. That I would hope so, because
It seems like they're not really doing their job, though. I mean, there's literally a whole police station in the middle of Times Square.
He got away, bro. Yo, in the time that they been here, they done whipped on the NYPD. They got released for no bail. They got caught in Arizona, and then you had the 15-year-old Venezuela just rocking, just shooting in the Times Square, and then you have those 7 guys that got caught for 100 robberies.
Wow.
I don't know, bro. What's up, yo? People gonna say it's anti-Venezuela rhetoric, but wherever they go, the people want them not to be there no more. You know,
That's wild, bro.
Peru kicked them out the country. Peru was like, "I can't be here no more, man." Y'all
But you know, they also kicked them out of shelters so they could go to asylum seeker shelters. But they're also getting a debit card, $12. I think $12 a day they get on their card.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, guys, look at this right here.
Wait, you doing it? Oh, you doing it? Okay. Who voted for Trump?
Who voted for Trump? Does it come with a wall? Again, can we rebuild the wall?
Yeah, how about that? Let's do that.
Rebuild the wall.
Let's get the ball back in order.
Also, if they shooting at Times Square, maybe I'm not that anti-immigration. You know, like,
yo, the fact that they shooting at Times Square,
crazy.
Yo, how you got a gun, bro? You in Venezuela, you don't got a job, but you got a gun.
How? Where y'all getting these mopeds and these blickies from?
There's got to be a connect. Somewhere.
Tell me.
Where you getting those lithium batteries that blow up? I need to know.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I just need to know. Don't worry about me, fam.
All right, man. On that note, thank you for paying attention to the podcast that pay attention to you. That's not how that go.
Yo. Anyway, with that being said, y'all,
are we focus on us? Nope.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time to focus on us, y'all. We are the Can't Focus Podcast, 2/3 of the Can't Focus Podcast. There's one that's here, but he's out of commission apparently. I'm gonna remove him from the stage. He's alive. You can find him at Alive Raps. My name is Martin Hopeful. You can find me at Martin Hopeful.
What up? It's your boy at Kano Music at Kano Music.
Yes, sir. And we like you to. What is it? What do you say, Joe? Say it again. Take the time. What do you say?
Focus on the focuses.
Thank you for taking the time to focus on us. Come on, Kano. You got to do a salute.
Where'd you read that? Where he sent that at?